Hello, YouTube. Not so long time no see this time because I am actually recording this video on the evening of the 21st of April, which is when did I get? I think it's been literally that's a Monday here in Texas where I live, and that is exactly a week to the day from when I received my big strategy package that was my last video, the unboxing of that package. And I'm here just a week later doing a video I mentioned doing in that, near the end of that unboxing video, which is the storing video for, what am I storing today? I'm storing, obviously, strategy, so I'm storing. This video will be broken up into two segments. I'm going to film the first one here today, and then the second I might film either later also today or maybe tomorrow. And then I'll stitch them together. You'll see one video that is storing everything for strategy plus abouTZU like bonus. Excuse me. The bonus for abouTZU being I don't need to store any of her album stuff. All that stuff is stored already. I don't think I ever made a video for actually the storing process of abouTZU album stuff, but it's all stored. Have it all stored. It's all good. But as I think I remember showing at the end of my strategy group order unboxing video, I still do have all this abouTZU stuff. And this is all of Tsui's, not 100%, but with like maybe 5-ish cards or so missing, maybe a little more. Besides broadcast cards, I don't count broadcast cards for like the extra like lucky draw POB stuff that I usually collect. I do collect broadcast cards, but I keep them somewhere separately. I don't like store them in binders like I might show them the one. I don't have every Tsui broadcast card, but I do have a little, like a good chunk of them, and I display them here in my room on a shelf. But regardless, for POBs, lucky draws, like all the extra cards I do collect for Tsui for each comeback, including of course abouTZU, I store in this binder, which used to be. I have a video. I think it's actually my most viewed video currently on this channel. It would be the setup video. The video I'm talking about was the setup video for this specific binder, which, as you can see, is a little Meow Cafe A5 mini binder. And here I used to store, in that video, I set this up to store Dahyun and Tsui's POBs and lucky draws just until the binder's full and I have to like get another one essentially. I did change that up. That's why there's a little Dahyun sticker here. There used to be a Tsui one, kind of also from With Youth, like next to it, but I don't know why that one came off and I never bothered to replace it. I will probably peel this one off or just let it fall off at some point, because Dahyun actually is no longer in this binder at all. This is purely because of abouTZU having so many cards, and also the fact that I am, as of With Youth, I do still eventually, I mentioned this I think in the last video, I do still eventually want to be pretty much to the same level I'm collecting Tsui's POBs and lucky draws, which is like fully with Dahyun. But I'm just, due to the raw volume of stuff that comes out at the time, like at the time of the comebacks, I'd really, in tandem with the fact, if I didn't collect OT9 like album stuff, I could collect Tsui, Dahyun. I mean, I still really could if I like really want to, but it's just a lot to manage. It's not even really a financial thing; it's like a logistics thing almost. It's just a lot to manage, in tandem with the fact that I do very heavily want to prioritize always collecting OT9 album inclusions. It's a lot to manage to also fully collect more than Tsui for POBs and extra cards, at least in like the moments, like in real time during album like rollout and like pre-order, like during the actual pre-order and like release periods. So I am just kind of slowly building up both a couple of Dahyun cards I had been missing, as well as continuing to sort of slowly build up her POB and Lucky Draw collection over time. I do realize this means I will fall further behind unless I am collecting everything from the past, from the previous era, by the time the next era comes out, which, spoiler, isn't happening, at least currently. That's totally fine. Those cards aren't going anywhere. I will pick them up eventually over time. I will probably accelerate how fast I'm collecting her, maybe even back up to just fully collecting her in real time like I was initially alongside Tsui. But at least for now and for like the next comeback, at least maybe 2, I'm kind of taking Dahyun a little slower, but only temporarily / like in terms of like a pacing thing. I still want to fully collect all of Dahyun's POBs, Lucky Draws, etc. over time. But that is the reason I have moved the Dahyun stuff I do have out of this binder, because I wanted this to be like this. It made more sense to store Dahyun alongside Tsui in the same binder when their collections were keeping pace, but that's not really the case anymore. So I just have Dahyun in a separate binder now. I understand that. I think in my video when I set this binder up, I mentioned I got this binder in white because it was one of Dahyun and or Tsui's member colors. Meow Cafe doesn't make like a darker blue binder cover, so I went with Dahyun here. I understand that this now is a little weird, not like super weird, but it's a little weird with that being the original reason I got the white binder, to now only be storing Tsui in it. But that may change eventually. It's possible that Tsui, well, it is likely, very likely, pretty much certain, I would say, that Tsui's collection from this binder will outgrow it. Maybe actually after this storing video, to be honest. I might need to order another one of these binders between now and the next comeback. I'm not 100%. We will find out together if that's the case. But regardless, I may just start I'll buy another binder. I may start just like have 2 of these binders for Tsui, and then still have Dahyun in the other place I'm storing her cards for now, until further notice. Eventually, I might just move Dahyun's cards back into this binder, either alongside Tsui's again, or maybe on her own and just keep them separate. Don't know about that. For now, doesn't matter too much. But yeah, so we are storing. First, I'm just going to get abouTZU out of the way, because this is going to be a video that I am hoping will not be so long that I can stitch the actual bulk of the storing, which is the album inclusions, like all the album sets, like the album photo cards from all the different album types. I hope that part of the storing video, in tandem with this part, is not so like together so long that I have to make just 2 separate videos. I don't want to post a video that's like longer than 2 hours anymore. I know I posted a 5-hour video not too long ago, but that was like a special case. It's like an educational video. But for something like this, I would split it up if it got too long. That being the case, I'm not doing myself any favors by rambling. So this first section is me storing POBs and Lucky Draws. And like I mentioned, I'm going to start with abouTZU just because I happen to not have stored abouTZU yet. I think I explained in the last video that was because I was waiting on all my strategy stuff to get in to order however many sleeves I was going to need, because I was out of the sleeves I usually use. That did end up being what happened. I did go ahead and order a good batch of sleeves that will cover not only all the POBs and Lucky Draws I have to store for abouTZU and strategy, but also all the album inclusions for strategy. Well, all the album photo cards specifically. And also, hopefully, like the next 1 or 2 comebacks. We'll see on that. They're sleeves. I can order more if I need to. I ordered enough that hopefully I won't need to order any more for a while, for a few comebacks. But let me open I went ahead, at least with abouTZU. I don't actually think, I think I forgot to do this with strategy. So that's another thing we'll find out together here. But I'm on my computer, on my desktop here. I record these at my desk. Like, my desk is pretty wide, so I have a big, like, half of it, almost, a little more than half of it, that is just blank, that I can just clear off, like, a couple things that I keep there pretty easily. And this is, like, kind of my filming space. My desktop is literally, like, here's my hands. My keyboard is, like, 2 inches off screen. Or not my keyboard, my mouse, rather. I'm right-handed, so it will be my mouse. Let's see. I have a template. I have templates for both abouTZU and strategies. Sui photo cards. They're her extra, like, POB Lucky Draw photo cards specifically. And what I mentioned that I did for abouTZU, but I think I forgot to do for a strategy, is I sorted them, I like arranged them in the order I want to store them in. Mostly. I always have had this kind of thing where like I can never really, it's so arbitrary. Like I fully collected all of Tsui's like store POBs and Lucky Draws and a ton of extra cards too that weren't either of those two things technically. But for the store stuff, like the stuff that's like from WithMoo, JYP Shop, Music Plant, Soundwave, etc., I've never really found, it's always arbitrary for what order I put this stuff in. So this time I kind of made it a little less arbitrary, and I think going forward I'm just going to do it in alphabetical order based on the store name. So for example, the first set I'm going to store here are the regular version Blue Dream Media POBs, of which there are 4. There are 4 POBs from each store for the regular photo book album versions, and then 2 from each store, the same stores, for the digipacks. So, yeah, Blue Dream Media starts with a B. There's no other store name that starts with a B or an A. So that's the first one. Then JYP Shop, Music Korea, Music Plants, Soundwave, and then Yes24, I think was the order I settled on. Oh wait, no. And then WithMoo before Yes24. I forgot there's 7 stores. So, yeah, we will do that. I will say, so, I guess I can find, we're not at this part of the video yet where I've gotten to these, but I just want to talk about if anyone else just misses, wait, is this the right, wait, no, this isn't correct. Hold on. That was Blue Dream Media, but I could have sworn JYP Shop should have been next. That's Music Plants. Where the fuck is JYP Shop? Right here. Why is it back there? Okay, whatever. Very strange. Okay, those are the 4 JYP Shop cards. They should have been. So I guess when I said I did arrange them by store order, I meant to, and I guess I just didn't. Or I did, but I messed up, I guess, because that definitely should not have been in that order in my little deck box here. Ugh, please go in. Why is it fighting me so hard? What the fuck is happening? What's it getting caught on? Very weird. Okay. Alright, and then this is, yeah, Music Korea, which is correct. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. We haven't gotten to these cards in the sequence yet, though we should pretty quickly, if I keep pace here. But we're far enough out, and it's been long enough since they made this change that I'm comfortable talking about the fact that I just miss I just miss PVC, like the hard plastic, like the rigid hard Lucky Draws. This is Music Plants, by the way. I guess I should call out what each store is, because I suppose part of the appeal of a video like this is people seeing some of the photo cards in like a less maybe intimidating context than something like looking at a huge 70 card template to figure out like if there's any they would maybe want to collect themselves, like a little showcase of sorts. This is Soundwave. That was Soundwave. And then this one should be with Moo, which it is. But yeah, I miss the PVC Lucky Draws. They stopped doing them after Ready to Be. Like, as in Ready to Be was the final era that had the PVC Lucky Draws. And ever since then, every era I hope they just randomly decide to go back, but I just don't think they are. I think it's just I think the PVC Lucky Draws have, I don't know how or why. This is Yes 24, by the way. I don't know how or why, or for like what specific reason. It's possible there's a good reason. I just am not aware of it. But I haven't heard anything about why. It appears, from what I've heard, that Twice is not the only, like, it's kind of like a wider spread change that groups have moved away from the PVC Lucky Draws. And I have yet to see a reasoning for why that would be the case. I just know it is. So, if there is a good reason, then obviously, that probably, there's reasons I could think of that would take, like, priority in terms of, like, it being justified. But I do just personally miss those cards, that type of card, a lot. Also, I didn't mention it, but you can see here I did actually preemptively. We're on the Digipack POBs now. This is Blue Dream Media. This should be JYP Shop, which it is, and then this one also, yes. And these two pages should be Music Korea and Music Plants, respectively, which is the case. But yeah, I just don't. It's not like I don't, like, obviously the current Lucky Draws that are just normal photo card material are perfectly fine. It's not, I obviously collect photo cards. I like photo cards in the more standard material. But it was kind of cool just having these, like, more premium feeling cards. And the thing is, JYP still makes, or, they still facilitate the creation of PVC cards in the form of the, what are they called? The Superstar JYP photo cards. Those are all, like, they release a ton of those in recent times, and they're all PVC. What is this? Is that a... It's like a mark. I think these two pages just got dirty somehow. I did pre-fill this with pages, as you can see, but I don't actually know for sure if I guessed right in terms of how many I'm going to need for both abouTZU and strategy. So we will find that out, like a couple other things in this video, together. What is this? This is Soundwave, and then the next one should be Yes 24. This outfit is crazy. Like the one where she's in like the trench coat. And then this is the last Yes24 set of the Digipack POBs. I will say, I noticed, this wouldn't have really worked with abouTZU, but I did notice even for With Youth, they didn't do something that they did. There was one thing they did for literally only Ready to Be that I thought was really cool with the way, like, the photos they chose for the POBs and from the regular version, like the store POBs for the regular version album versus the Digipack POBs. For Ready to Be specifically, let me, I have in my binder, I can verify this is 100% the case. Wait, can I? What was the concept for it was the orange dress. Yeah, I think that's the case. Let me go back to Ready to Be and make sure I'm not just talking out my ass. Okay, yes. Something they did that I thought was kind of cool, and I think this mostly has to do with the fact that they had a whole separate music video for Moonlight Sunrise. They had two music videos for With You. They had I Got You as a pre-release, and they had One Spark, obviously. But what they did uniquely with Ready to Be was the Digipack photo book concept, like the unique Digipack concepts, like the styling concept, the black outfits they had for the Digipack were also featured only, they were like tied to Moonlight Sunrise, to the Moonlight Sunrise music video. So they had this thing where, like, I have it so that on this side, on the left side here, are the Digipack POBs and not Lucky Draws, just POBs. And here are on the right is the matching, like this would be like With Moo, for example. So this would have been like her Digipack for With Moo, her Digipack POB, and this would have been her regular version POB. And this goes through I want to say like they had 6 or 7 stores for Ready to Be. This persists for each set, and you can see here, starting here even, this isn't the black outfit from the Digipack concept, but this is an outfit that she only wore for Moonlight Sunrise. I think it was in the MV for Moonlight Sunrise. It might have also been just the performance video for No, it was the MV. I remember. It was the dance section of the MV. This is an outfit from Moonlight Sunrise specifically. So it was almost like they had the Digipack POBs all from outfits from Moonlight Sunrise, including not only the black outfits that were actually the Digipack concepts, but also from like music video outfits that were exclusive to Moonlight Sunrise. Mostly this fit. So you can see here's the black fit, obviously, and then this really gorgeous black dress. Actually, she was crazy in this one. This was only from the MV for One Spark. Again, not One Spark, but like main album concepts. Like this was the Ready version, and this was the B version. Yeah, the 2 version was the previous fit. Like these are regular photo book version concepts, and you know, they match the fact that these are the POBs from the regular version for these stores, and then these are the black fit still. Same thing, the black fit, and then the same fit from the first. Oh wait, no, these are Lucky Draws. Okay, so the Lucky Draws did not follow that. I remember, but yeah, for the POBs at least, they like had a hard separation between like Moonlight Sunrise / Digipack concepts for the actual POB card photos, and then the regular versions. Whereas like with Youth, there was no connection. Like the Digipack concepts, the orange, well, for Tsui it was an orange dress. All the other members had specific like outfits for the Digipack for With Youth. but because I Got You did not like feature those outfits, they kind of just mesh together. Like they just choose, not random necessarily, but they just kind of mixed the photo, like the concepts for the actual POB photos. Like they just picked photos from like pretty much any of the different concept photo shoots. I hope that entire tangent made sense. It made sense in my head, but I was trying to articulate what I was meaning in real time. I just thought that was really cool that they did that for Ready to Be. That there was such a even, like, hard, visible differentiation between the Digipack concept and the photo book concept for the POBs. Oh, by the way, those were the Nemo. These are the only two. These are the Nemo POBs for abouTZU. Only two. Only JYP Shop had those at all. Now, this is where a problem comes in, because this is where things start to get very uneven. Like, in the pages before this, it was very simple. Like, for the regular version POBs, each store had 4. Obviously, for a 4 pocket, that's perfect. The Digipacks had 2 each from each store. Not quite as perfect as 4 each, like the photo book versions, but still, alongside the 2 Nemo POBs, was able to make them fit evenly in like 3 pages. This is the Heaven version POB, also only one of these from JYP Shop. And this is the only one of this card. Like there's no... If there were 2 Heaven version POBs, even if they were both from JYP Shop or like one from a different store, would have been fine. But this is essentially just a one-off card, which will make the layout going forward very weird. So let me see. I did have them in order though, so I did think about this conundrum before we got here. These are okay. So these are the. This is where we also get the previous pages, including up through the Heaven version POB. These are all POBs, like store POBs for the different album types. So like the regular photo book versions, Digipack, the Nemo, and then the Heaven version. So all 4 types of album POBs. All done. Now we get into not quite Lucky Draws. Lucky Draws are the next biggest like category of like extra card. But we are getting into some that are kind of more one-off or unique in their origin. The first of which actually comes here, which is, this is the JYP Shop Set Events Bonus Set. Wait. Set Event Bonus. Yes, I said that correctly somehow. This is the Set Event Bonus Set. Basically, it's a 6-card, you'll see, it's a 6-card set that came with every 4 album copy special set that you bought on JYP Shop for like a few days, where they were selling like a special bundle set of albums that came with one of each album type. So it came with one randomly of the two photo book version albums. It came with one of the Digipack albums, came with one of the Nemo copies, and it came with a copy of the Heaven version. So you got 4 albums, one of each type, and every one of those album sets you bought, you got one of these 6-card photo card sets, one of these special unique sets. Wait, is that what the fuck this is? Hold on, I think I might be stupid. What I just explained is not incorrect, but I think I got the wrong photo card set. Fuck, okay. Okay, I did all that explaining of what the special JYP Shop set was. Because this card, I mistakenly thought was a different card that is a bit similar in the set I was just talking about, but that's not what this set is. Okay, my bad. We are onto the Lucky Draws. These 3 cards are the BDM, the Blue Dream Media Lucky Draw set. Each Lucky Draw set, well, almost each Lucky Draw set has 3 cards. So we'll get to that in a second. So that was Blue Dream Media, those 3. This is Music Plants, these next 3. Very cute, by the way. Love this card. And then, okay. So each of the next, or not the next, there were 4 lucky draw sets for abouTZU. One from BDM, one from Music Plants, one from Soundwave, and one from WithMu. Except for WithMu, the other 3 stores, aside from WithMu, all had 3 cards in their lucky draw sets for abouTZU. Which is, you know, obviously this one, we just saw the BDM is 3. That's these 3 cards right here. This 3 is, as I mentioned, the Music Plant set. And when we get to it in a second, the Soundwave set will also be 3 cards. Because 3 cards obviously doesn't fit evenly on a 4-card page, I remember what I did is I'm filling the last card on this page with the Music Plant set, and then the next page you'll see what I'm filling it with, what I'm filling the Soundwave set with. This is the WithMu Lucky Draw, 1 of 2 WithMu Lucky Draw bonus Polaroid cards. So I think it was you had to buy, like, not had to, but if you bought 3 Lucky Draw albums from WithMu, every 3 albums you bought obviously would give you 3 of the Lucky Draw pulls for the actual Lucky Draw selfie cards. But also, every 3 you bought would give you 1 of the 2 bonus Polaroid cards, which is what this is. And then we'll see here, after I put the Soundwave set in, oh god. This is the second one. The second WithMu Lucky Draw bonus card. And we finally arrived to the WithMu Lucky Draw set, which, as I mentioned before, is the only among the Lucky Draw sets, of the 4 Lucky Draw sets, that doesn't have 3 cards. It mercifully, thankfully, has 4. Just randomly, compared to the other 3 stores. There we go. That's the WithMu Lucky Draw set. Holy fuck, I was not even close, I don't think, to how many pages I'm gonna need. Okay, next we have another 4-card set, thankfully. And this is the Cacao Talk gifting set. The Cacao Talk gifting event set. Which I think I talked about last video. I won't go too much into detail, but basically, it's essentially just a 4-card POB set like normal. Except you can buy albums through Cacao Talk to, like, send as gifts to people, and I guess when you do that, I guess you, but maybe also the other person gets one of the POBs. I've never known which of those, because they've done these Cacao Talk cards. It's always been this gifting thing, this gifting feature that Cacao Talk has. Like, for the past, I think they started with Youth. Was With Youth the first card the first era that had the Cacao Talk cards? I want to say that's the case. We'll go ahead and say that's the case. I'm pretty sure that is. But yeah, With Youth had these Cacao Talk cards for the first time. And even back then, it was through the same, like, gifting feature. And ever since they've introduced these, I've known how it worked in terms of, like, what you do on Cacao Talk to, like, actually buy the album to gift to someone. But I've never known who gets the POB. If it's the person you... Obviously, if you were just buying these to get the POBs as, like, a collector, you would either gift them to yourself, I guess, if that's a thing you can do on the actual app, or if you can't for whatever reason, you would just do it to someone you know, and they would just give you your shit. So practically, it doesn't really matter. But I always did kind of wonder, who is this supposed to like benefit? But whatever, it's just kind of funny. These next two cards are the WithMoo pop-up merchandise okay, so WithMoo had a pop-up for abouTZU. They hosted the abouTZU pop-up store, and these were purchase benefits for I think 40k won each, so like 30 something bucks. I want to say that's what this was. Whatever it was, I definitely bought an amount of merch to get these two from my GOM. So I remember that was like the camera, the acrylic stands, and maybe there was something else. I don't remember. All I remember is I bought those things, A, because one of them, the acrylic stand, came with its own photo card, which I was going to want it to get anyway. And then also to be able to get two rolls at enough like purchase amounts to get two, like both of her purchase benefits. These are the JYP shop Real Touch Digipack version photo cards. So as mentioned, or as it says, is that a little... Okay, that was on the sleeve. Okay. As mentioned, these were for the Digipack version. I don't know for sure exactly what these were about. Literally all I remember about these is I remember getting these from a separate GOM than the one that gave me the big abouTZU package, and all I remember was that like this person messaged a group chat I was in with them in, and was like, I don't know what the fuck these are, but they just appeared on the Twice Twitter as like a thing with photo cards. Who wants to buy some digipacks from this and see what the fuck these are? And I was like, yes, of course. So I did that. Found out they're like kind of AR cards, but with QR codes. Not 100% sure. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I've never actually even scanned these QR codes. I will probably do that at some point. But these cards have been sitting in this deck box for a few months since I've got them, which is why I kind of forgot to do that. But just a very funny... I just remember no one really knowing what these cards were until they dropped like the full previews for them. Let's see. Okay, and these last few cards for abouTZU are the cards I mentioned initially, or not initially, but before, with the like special 4-album, one of each version, like JYP shop sets. That's what these cards are, which are the final cards. I was wondering, I was low-key, like, as I was explaining the sets that I thought, like, when I thought the BDM Lucky Draws were this set, as I was explaining what the set was, I was low-key thinking in the back of my head, I was like, why did I put these in the middle of this pile of cards? These would go at the end or near the end, after the Lucky Draws. And it turns out I was right. I never really thought. So there's 6 of these cards, like I mentioned, I think before. 3 of them are selfies, and 3 of them are like wider shots. Like not full body shots, obviously, but like, I guess you would call them concept cards. But also kind of not necessarily. Regardless, I don't really know how I wanted to store these. I think the way I'm going to do it is like this, and then I'll just put 2 blank fillers here at the bottom. And then abouTZU ended up being pretty simple to store. Okay. Got some fillers here. And with the 2 pages I removed, I actually end up being exactly on the mark for abouTZU at least, which means I will need brand new pages for strategy. Let me bring up the template for strategy. So here are the strategy cards. Quite a few less, as you can see, for strategy, since since they don't have multiple of each member, like abouTZU specifically, since it's not a solo, or rather, since each store doesn't have like multiple abouTZU. If anyone's curious, I use Meow Cafe A5 standard pages for this. And the cards are all sleeved in Dragon Shield Clear Classic sleeves, standard size, like for standard size cards. Which means they fit pretty much like a dream in these Meow Cafe pages. Oh, fuck, really? I'm gonna go ahead and say I will need 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna put all these that I have in this pack left and just hope it's enough. And if it really isn't enough, you might see a grown man cry over not being able to store the photos of his favorite Taiwanese woman. Okay, let's see. That should work. Mental math is telling me that I'm good. Let's see. This one is... Wait, why would this one be... Oh yeah, I remember. I mentioned I didn't order these at all. Okay. Let's see. So these two on the front are Lucky Draws. So I'm putting them separately back there. These are BDM Lucky Draws. These are Music Plants round 2. This is BDM round 1. I guess the first two BDM Lucky Draws were round 2. Okay, let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna put these right here. These two are Music Plant round 1, so I'll put them on top of those. And then these are Soundwave. Soundwave only had 1 round. And these are Music Plant round 3, so I'll put them at the bottom of this Music Plant stack. These are Star River POBs, store POBs, so I guess I'll put them at the bottom of a pile of store POBs that I'm going to start. This is... What the fuck is this? Bro, what is this? Oh, okay. This is a one-off. This is the cushion, the keyring cushion photo card. So I'll put that in like a one-off stack. This is the sole pop-up purchase benefit. So I'll also put that in a one-off stack. This is... Oh, this is one of the Nemo POBs, Aladdin. This is with Moo Nemo POB, and this is Apple Music. Fuck. Okay, so yeah, that means if I was going alphabetically, which I would like to, then Aladdin would go on top. Got it. Sure. This is... this is the single Cacao Talk card. So I'll treat it like a one-off card. And then I think... Okay, yeah, these are the actual POBs, the rest of these. So Digipack, we have... That's JYP. That's Apple Music, which is going to be above JYP. Where's BDM? Oh, this is BDM. Okay, perfect. This is Music Plants, which will be below JYP and the others. This is with Moo, which will be near the end. Or, no, actually rather just the end. There's no Yes24. And this is Music Korea, which I think I had before Music Plants last time. Or after Music Plant. And then, yeah, okay. And then these are the regular version POBs, which are going to be the first in the sequence, in like the overall sequence. So let's see. BDM. Or I guess I should put them in reverse order if I'm stacking them top to bottom, or bottom to top. With Moo. Music Korea. Music Plants. JYP Shop. Oh wait, no. This is JYP Shop. Then this is Apple Music on top of JYP Shop, and then wait, I'm a fucking moron. Apple A comes before B, so Apple Music is on top. Which means I should do the same thing here. Got it. Okay. Wow, that's crazy that I just went through all that. Okay, so that's store POBs, and then Star River can go at the end of those. What the fuck is that? Okay. And then Lucky Draws. I'll do the Nemo Lucky Draws before everything else. Then, wait. Yeah, okay. Then, what were the Lucky Draw stores? BDM, which is these, I think. Yeah. Oh wait, no, these are the Nemos. These are the Nemo Lucky Draws. Wait, so what did I just pick up? I just picked up... Okay, I just picked up the BDM Lucky Draws. Got it. Okay, so that works. And then would be Soundwave. Or wait, no. Then would be Music Plants. Oh, God. The sleeves are making this hard to manipulate. Okay. Then Soundwave. Then these two Lucky Draws are from the Seoul pop-up store. Then the Nemo Lucky Draws. And then the one-off cards, which I think should all fit. I think I'll end up with pretty much the same thing that happened with abouTZU, where I think at the very end I'll have 2 empty spaces at the bottom of the last page. But we will see. Okay. Well, that was not that fun of a segment, but now we can get to the meat. So yeah, I think it was 6. Yeah, we had 6 stores this time around for both, for the POBs, the normal version and the Digipack version POBs. Did not end up having POBs for either the Nemo versions or the highlight versions of the albums, which I was not too unhappy with once we were in the thick of the wait. Oh, I'm a fucking moron. Hold on. I can't believe I just had that entire diatribe I went on about how I set up my Ready to Be and With Youth store POBs, where like I would have the Digipack on the left and the normal version on the right, and then I was just about to not do that here when I just very easily could. Oh, hold on, I also messed the order up on that. So I think how I would have it is, let me see. So these 5 regular version, these 6 Digipack version, and I will just go left to left and right to right. So that first store, Apple Music, BDM. Oh, okay, nice. And well, okay. I was gonna say at least for these 2 stores, that makes sense. That makes a little more sense too, because they had matching outfits. So like, she had the highlight version / Digipack version outfit for both of the POBs from Apple Music, and then this outfit from the Step 2 version for the BDM POBs. And I was about to be like, okay, cool, that works really well. And then in this next set, which is JYP Shop, they don't do that. Which is a bit of a shame. Why the fuck are these pages fighting me so hard? Okay. But then we return back to doing that for music plants. So I guess JYP Shop just kind of blows in terms of getting with the whole matching thing. Oh, what the fuck is happening? Dude, I swear to God, I am not. This is not a bit. Okay, holy shit, that was crazy. Yeah, these match. Even this next store, which I think was Music Korea, but then WithMu also missed out on the whole program in terms of that. Okay, hold on. Definitely need to reseat that. Perfect. Oh, that one did not go all the way in. Okay. So that's all the store POBs, and then, well, not quite. Star River. I'll put the selfie on the right. It feels more appropriate for some reason. And then now we have the Nemo lucky draws, of which there are 3, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh wait, hold on. No, okay, where's that Kakao Talk card? I'll put that to fill this last space on the top row. Right here. Okay. Is that the Kakao Talk card? It is. Okay. So that'll go here after the third Nemo lucky draw. Wait. What the fuck? Hold on, I might be very confused. I'm a fucking moron. Okay. Never mind. The Kakao Talk card, I'll just leave on the side. But this is all correct. So this is BDM lucky draws that we're going through now. And then this is the first, I think, Music Plant lucky draw. Yes, first Music Plant lucky draw. I'm so I'm very off today, off of my game. Also, I might not have enough pages. Fuck. Oh, I definitely don't. Oh, that's crazy. I don't have enough pages. Hold on. What were these? Soundwave lucky draws, and then the Soul pop-up lucky draws. How many more cards do I have? I will have enough pages if I just use these. Are these pages actually dirty? Or did I just make that up? No, they're clean. They're clean. I'm just... Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. There's like a little mark on this one on the back, but on the front it's clean. Okay, so I can use these pages. Oh wait, but fuck. I didn't mean to. There we go. Okay, actually this one might actually be dirty, but we will see here in a second. Okay, so what are these last few cards? The Nemo Lucky Draws, which I will need to fill a page on with the Cacao Talk card. Okay, so this mark is on the front. How the fuck did that happen? Does it come off? It looks like it's coming off. Yeah, it was like a smudge, I guess, not really a something crazy. Okay, yeah, my little microfiber cloth pretty much has us good. Maybe. Okay, actually, that got rid of it. Okay, perfect. We got there. I just barely lucked into having just enough pages, and I will definitely need more by the next time there's a comeback with any extra cards. And then I need fillers. Let's see. Okay, these aren't the normal fillers I use, but they'll do for now. Perfect. All right, I think that's it. So let's see. It ended up being, wow, abouTZU was so long. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, I lost count already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 pages. That's 27 times 4, that's 108, but not all of the slots were filled. We'll say about 105, 104. I think there were only 2 slots that were not filled on any pages. 2 at the end of abouTZU, and then these 2. So yeah, so that's 104. I just stored 104 cards. Damn. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so Tsui, again, I mentioned, oh, well, that's the thing. I'm not even done with either of these eras, because there are still a few cards I need to grab for both abouTZU and strategy for Tsui. But for the most part, she's done. abouTZU has like 5 or 6 cards, I believe, that I need to grab. Again, not counting broadcast cards, which I have some of, but I still need some of, but they don't go in here anyway. Strategy, I think, also needs like 4 cards or so. But yeah, that was actually it for this section of the video. Unless I end up splitting it into its own video, which might happen, we will see. But either way, I'll see you in either the next section or maybe the next video, which will be, regardless of which of those 2 things it is, it's going to be the storing of the bulk of my strategy OT9 album photo cards. Specifically just photo cards. I'll probably mention it again when I start that recording, very briefly, hopefully. But I'm not going to show myself storing the larger inclusions. I might show that I have them stored, but I won't show storing them just because that's a lot. It's a lot of work to like get my big binder out and on camera and like set it, like center it and everything, and then change into my photo card binders. It's just I'm not about all that, so I'm just gonna show the photo card part, like storing all the photo cards, of which there's still a ton. That's still gonna be a ton of cards. I think like 150-ish maybe this time around. I'll get a final count at some point, but see you in the next section and or video.